Can you see the fan behind me right now? That's right, I got the fan going cause it's 155 fucking degrees in here. Stuffy as fuck, it's so hot, god damn it. I hate August, it's the worst month of the summer. Okay. Enough of that. I really do hate August, though. Just throwing that out there. A Mercedes-Benz? Just for the opportunity to drive it. Yes. Alright. I might even do 2 jobs tonight. I'm feeling frisky. And I think I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Maybe. I don't know. One of the things I have to talk about is how much time I spent just trying to get everything going here. Because I upgraded to Windows 10. And it was a flawless, seamless experience in which I had absolutely no problem whatsoever. Oh my god, it was fucking horrible. It was just the worst. Now I know. Most people are not having any issues with upgrading to Windows 10. And, you know, in terms of how other Windows releases have gone and how some Windows releases have been total and complete and undeniable crap, I understand. I understand that there are going to be some people out there who don't want to hear it, who are going to say, well, I didn't have any problem whatsoever, so I don't understand why you're having any problems. It must be something that you did wrong. And my answer to that is that it literally was not anything that I did wrong. Windows 10 just hates my computer for some stupid fucking reason. And it was just all these small little problems that it had. I mean, I had to go into the fucking registry and change a setting that they have in there so that the fucking text wouldn't look so goddamn blurry, because for whatever goddamn reason the text on Windows 10 is blurry as fuck, and you have to change one of the settings in the registry to make it look a little bit fucking better. And it's not like that my eyesight is poor or anything, it's that it literally is worse. And the only reason that I know that it's worse is because I had to change another setting in the display in order to get the displays to work. I had a bunch of other issues, mind you, but I mean, this was one that's been plaguing me since I started using Windows 10, and I've been using it for like a couple of days, right? I've been using Windows 10 for a couple of days, and this is an issue that has just continued on for that couple of days. And so I know, because I was in this position where, for whatever reason, another stupid thing that Windows 10 does is that it tells you that in your display settings that the automatic recommended settings for your display is to have all of the text and images and everything else, all of your apps and all of your applications and your programs and all that, it has it automatically set to boost the graphics of everything by 150%. So essentially, it sets everything to wumbo. For those of you who are fluent in SpongeBobese, it literally makes all of your programs, all of your text, everything that you're looking at on that screen, it makes it huge. It makes it gigantic. It makes it look like total and complete fucking crap. The only thing that actually looks halfway decent on your screen when that setting is applied is fucking Microsoft Edge, which is ironic. So, like, yeah, Microsoft Edge looks fucking fantastic in Wumbo Vision, everything else looks like total and complete shit. And if you actually go to the display settings in Windows 10 and look at this for yourself, it may not be set like that for you. It may not have been automatically set like that for you, although it was for me, for whatever reason, for one of my screens. And it didn't happen for both of my screens. It only happened for one of my screens. That makes no sense why it would choose to have that setting recommended for one of my screens, but not for both of them. And that's just it. It shows up when you go to the display settings. It shows up as a recommended setting to have it all set to Wumbo Vision. That's fucking stupid, Windows. That's fucking stupid, Microsoft. What the fuck were you thinking? And again, that isn't even the half of it. That's not even the biggest trouble I had. First of all, as I was getting this set up, I wanted to test and make sure that the fan wasn't going to be too loud because it's blowing in the direction of the microphone. So I was hoping to find out with the sound recorder, is this going to be a problem? Guess what? Windows 10 does not have sound recorder. It has a voice recorder, but you can't, I mean, I've looked around on the goddamn operating system. I cannot find any settings, any legitimate settings for the voice recorder that allows you to actually choose the audio source. So every time I click record, it doesn't record my microphone because it keeps trying to record a microphone that doesn't exist, and there's no way for me to change that because there are no settings that I can find to change that. In fact, when you go to the specific settings for specifically the voice recorder, all it has is a bunch of fucking on-off switches that allow you to turn your microphone on and off for voice recorder and for a bunch of other things like Xbox or whatever on your computer. Like, great! You know, like, fucking fantastic. I'm so glad that I have the opportunity in these settings to turn things on and off, but not to actually, you know, change any fucking settings. What the fuck, Microsoft? You know, when I first installed it, there was also the issue of, like, the privacy settings. I had to go into the advanced, the custom installation in order to change all of those. Now they have a lot of those. There's like one setting that you can actually leave turned on. They're all turned on by default, but there's like one that you can actually leave turned on, and the rest are just all send us all of your information so that we can sell it to our trusted partners. And yeah, okay, whatever. Having to turn that off is not a big deal because I'm pretty sure I had to do something similar with Windows 7, and, you know, at this stage in the game with, you know, operating systems and computers in general, it's something that I almost come to expect, you know. Like, of course they're going to have something like that built in. Why fucking wouldn't they? But, and it's only like a small nuisance, so it's not that big of a deal. But everything else, all of the other problems that I've had with it, I had a lag issue with Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox. Actually, I don't think that happened with Firefox, but on Chrome, for whatever reason, while doing some, you know, regular work on Chrome, trying to use the Google search bar to search for something, the search bar just started lagging. And when I say lagging, I mean it was lagging for like a good 5 to 10 seconds before the text would actually appear in the goddamn search bar. Thankfully, that was fixed when I decided, you know what, fuck this, I'm just going to restart the computer. And that's when I discovered, that is when I discovered that Windows 10 had updates that needed to be installed. Windows 7, when you have updates that need to be installed, they typically, you know, force you. They tell you, you have 15 minutes to respond to this and tell us whether you want to restart right now or restart in 1 to 4 hours, right? Well, I'm not getting that on Windows 10, apparently. Because I'll tell you what, it did not tell me that I had updates that need to be installed. And those updates just so happen to fix a lot of my problems. So, yeah. Good job, Microsoft. Just the bee's fucking knees right there. That's the best fucking experience I've ever had with upgrading an operating system. Being really fucking sarcastic and snarky here. Intentionally, you know. So that's been a bit of a frustration. I had to actually fix all the audio settings in Open Broadcaster before I started playing this because because it had all been changed. So from things missing in Windows 10 that no longer exist that did exist in Windows 7 to, you know, weird funky display settings that probably shouldn't fucking exist, especially a recommended setting that sets everything to ginormous, like to issues initially just getting it to recognize one of my displays. I mean, fuck, I had a lot of problems with this, and granted, they were fairly small problems because obviously I was able to fix them fairly quickly within like a week, and you know, crises averted essentially, and nothing is keeping me from being able to use my computer the way I want to. So, well, not necessarily, so it's not the worst thing that could ever happen, but it was really fucking annoying. And that's the funny thing about it, is because I know that my friends, I'm talking to my friends about all this, and they're just like, well, that's weird, man. I haven't had any of those issues. It's like, yeah, I know. Apparently one of the only fucking people out there who had a horrible experience upgrading to Windows 10. And I'll tell you what, for what you get, in terms of like the features that Windows 10 comes with over Windows 7, it's not really that much of an upgrade. There's not much there to write home about. They're like, the design isn't necessarily better enough to warrant upgrading it just for a fucking design change. And the new features that do exist, although some of them are nice, they're not really anything that I care about or intend to use, and it just, to me, it feels like it was just a worthless upgrade that I did just so that I wouldn't have to worry about it later, because eventually they are going to, just like they did with XP, they are going to outmode Windows 7, and at that point you're going to have to either upgrade or deal with what you've got, or get something that isn't Microsoft Windows related. So might as well just take advantage of the free Windows 10 upgrade while it's there, instead of having to deal with that sometime down the line. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? You know what I mean? So yeah, that frustration aside, I have been enjoying, oh shit, this could be a shit show. Oh, thank God. That frustration aside, I am happy to report that I am actually done watching Season 8 of The X-Files, and I have moved on to The Lone Gunman, which many of you may know I actually picked up the DVD set of recently so that I could watch it in conjunction with my rewatching of The X-Files. And yeah, some of you may have forgotten this, but did you know that the Lone Gunman predicted 9/11 6 months before it happened? I shit you not. This is not a joke. This actually happened. The very first episode, in fact. The pilot episode for the series focuses on a plot to, a government plot to improve the arms race and to make money off of war, essentially, war profiteering, by starting a by flying, essentially remote control flying a plane into, and I shit you not, into the World fucking Trade Center. Well, it's gonna count me out anyway, so fuck it. But yeah, that episode is all about bombing the World Trade Center with a fucking airplane, a remote-controlled airplane, which in this case, according to what we know at least, that isn't what happened. But the idea was that they would remote control fly this airplane into the buildings with a remote control, and then blame it on or allow a fucking terrorist organization in the Middle East to take the blame for this particular attack. Very first episode of the series, guys. Very first episode. It aired on March 4th, 2001. So it wasn't something that happened after. No, this was pretty much a prediction of exactly what happened, minus a few details being different. Interesting. No? Alright, let's see here. High value cargo, long distance. What do you say we make these videos a little longer, guys? It's time to go the distance. It's time to go the distance. Alright, well, I guess I thought I had more to talk about, but I don't have more to talk about right now, so I think I'm going to save the next trip, the next long trip, mind you, for next week. So you can expect a longer video next week when we go on a longer trip. Yeah. Alright. We are to 73,930. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.